Welp, it's time to rank every single MLB stadium. This is going to be so much. Now, I've already done the NFL and the NBA, but the MLB was way harder to rank than those two. So how did I rank them? Well, it's easy when you have your handy book of ballparks. This book actually did help me a lot. So, thank you, book. But, let's just get to the rankings, people. Well, in last place at number 30, we have Wright Field, home to the Chicago White Sox. If I could give this any name, it would just be bland. There's absolutely nothing special. The black seats don't look good. I feel like it would look a lot better if they maybe chose white seats, because, they're the White Sox. It's just such a basic design. The outfield seats really have nothing. They're really just seats that are there. The scoreboard is okay. Also, they just put it in the most random place in Chicago, and it has absolutely no scenery, so that's in last place. But up next, we have Oakland Coliseum at number 29, home to the Oakland Athletics. This one, the reason I put it over Wright Field is because at least it has a unique design, but to be fair, it's just really a circle until you get to the outfield. And even the outfield, it's really not that cool. The mount, like whatever it's called, they don't even use it, and it literally costed more than the whole Dodgers Stadium, which is just crazy. The green seats don't really look that good, even though, they are the A's, but still. So up next, we have Tropicana Field, home to the Rays. This one is, I really don't know what to say about this one. I don't really like the light. It's kind of weird, but as you can see, it has a weird design. The upper deck is kind of like a wave design, kind of goes like up and then down, which I honestly think is pretty unique, but at the same time not unique. But the outside, pretty average, not anything too special, but I do think it is better than the first two. So that comes in at number 28. But coming in at number 27, we have Rogers Center, home to the Toronto Blue Jays. This one, aside from the outfield, looks really good on the interior. The upper deck looks nice, but then in the outfield, I don't really like it. It's just kind of odd, and then the outside also is pretty, I don't really like it. But other than that, the main part looks cool, but then the outfield and then the outside just bring it down way, way more. So that comes in at number 27. And up next at number 26, we have Comerica Park, home to the Detroit Tigers. This one, the upper deck looks pretty cool, but other than that, the lower deck doesn't really have anything special. I do really like the scoreboard, but the outfield is not, that cool. It does have a cool, design next to the scoreboard, but it's really not that, much. The outside looks, I don't really know about the outside, kind of looks average, but, that's at number 26. So up next at number 25, we have Angels Stadium, home to the Angels. This stadium, obviously, the coolest part is that outfield, the rock, whatever that is. I don't know really what you call it, but it looks really, really good. The upper deck's decent, but it is just a really basic design in the main part, the roof is okay, but again, just kind of basic. The outfield seats also, they're really just nothing cool. What I really like is the rock design. That really just bumps it up a lot. So, but coming in at number 24, we have Ace Field, home to the Arizona Diamondbacks. This one, it's very, basic on the main part. I feel like this stadium is really, open. I feel like they could have added way, way more in the outfield, but it is a nice scoreboard. And then the outside, It's pretty much just like a square. The roof does look nice though, which looks nice, but like, you know, there's just really nothing like that makes it stand out. I mean, they do have a pool in the outfield, but other than that, the seats don't really look that good. So up next at number 23, we have Nationals Park, home to the Washington Nationals. This one is a lot better than the previous ones. The upper deck looks honestly pretty good. The lower deck doesn't really have anything special though. The outfield looks decent. Pretty basic seats, but to be fair, the scoreboard looks really nice. And this is like the first one that actually has like a, you know, not like just a basic design on their main part, which I think is really cool. So that's number 23. But at number 22, we have Yankee Stadium, home to the Yankees. This one I think is a very overrated stadium. You know, I mean, it's just a pretty big stadium. That's all there really is. I mean, it's got a kind of basic design. There's really, you know, nothing that makes it stand out, you know. The outside is pretty good. I mean, and the blue seats are good. But other than that, there's really nothing that cool about the stadium, you know. The outfield seats are really just, you know, normal outfield seats, nothing special. Scoreboard looks pretty nice, though. So that's number 22. But at number 21, we have Marlins Park, home to the Marlins. This stadium is honestly just like a good stadium. It's just the fact that the next stadiums are literally just better. You know, that window behind the seats in the outfield is amazing. The normal seats are nice. The outfield seats are really nice. And then the outside is, you know, it is really just a circle, but the window looks cool. And also the roof looks really nice, which is a cool, you know, touch. But to be fair, it is still a circle shape. But I do like how, like, the behind the batter's box in the upper deck gets bigger. So up next at number 20, though, we have Great American Park, home to the Cincinnati Reds. This one is a pretty just, you know, nice stadium. The upper deck looks nice. I like how it kind of cuts in between that. The outfield seats are just nice and simple. They have a nice scoreboard. The outfield seats, I like how that one in left field has an upper deck which looks pretty good, and then you have a really cool bridge, which is pretty cool, which we have in another stadium, which we'll get to that. But yeah, pretty nice stadium coming in at number 20. But up next in number 19, we have Kauffman Stadium, home to the Kansas City Royals. This stadium is pretty nice. The lower deck looks nice and simple, and then the upper deck is just really cool. I love how it like jets down, which is a really unique design, which I really like. And then they just have the best scoreboard in the outfield. I mean, the Kings should have done that. Wait, actually, I'll let them pass because they have the light, the beam, so that's fine. But then the outfield seats are nice as well. The bullpen is in a good spot where you have that, whatever that is. But yeah, that's number 19. But up next at number 18, we have Target Field, home to the Minnesota Twins. This one is very nice. The outfield looks really good. Those are really, really nice seats out in the outfield. The scoreboard looks great in the outfield. And then the main seating just looks nice and clean. Kind of looks like the Petco Park, kind of the main part looks kind of like that, which I think is really cool. Obviously, I like Petco Park, so yeah. And then the roof looks nice. The outside is all right, but that's whatever. Coming in at number 17, we have Citi Field, home to the New York Mets. This stadium looks really nice. The lower deck looks cool. I like how the upper deck goes all the way to left field. Right field seating looks good. The scoreboard is nice. Then the outside looks really cool. I like the walkway where you get to the upper deck seating. That's really cool. And then that Coca-Cola sign in right field looks really good. It's a really nice touch to the stadium. So that's number 17. But coming in at number 16, we have Progressive Field, home to the Guardians. This one is really nice. The outfield seats look amazing. They have a nice big scoreboard. Again, the wall looks really good, and the seats are just super nice in the outfield. And then the main seating also looks really cool. You have a nice roof. I like what the lights do. I haven't really seen that at any other MLB stadiums. So that's a cool thing to see. Also, just a really nice stadium. So coming in at number 15, we have Camden Yards, home to the Orioles. This one is very nice. I like how the upper deck goes all the way to left field. The building in the background is amazing. The scoreboard looks great. The main seating is also really nice. The outside is also really good. The roof looks amazing. I like the brick exterior, which is really nice. And overall, just a really nice stadium. So that's number 15. But coming in number 14, we have American Family Field, home of the Brewers. This one is just really nice. I think it's very underrated. The slide is just amazing. The outfield seats are pretty nice. And then the main seating's just nice, you know. I keep saying nice, but, it looks cool. Kind of got a unique design. It's just really nice of a stadium. And then you just got a really cool outside. The roof looks awesome. Then you have some brick on the bottom. It's not just like a normal shape like the other ones. So coming in at number 13, we have Safeco Field, home to the Mariners. So this one is pretty nice, not to be honest, you know. The roof looks nice, to be honest. I like how the upper deck goes all the way to right field. That's such a great design, you know what I'm saying? The upper deck looks really good. And the outside's just immaculate. Safeco Field gets a grade of an A. Just kidding, a B+. Because I love giving out B pluses to people who have dames. Sorry guys, my throat just had a stroke. But at number 12, we have Dakin Park, home of the Houston Astros. This one looks very nice. I love the train behind that yellow wall. It looks cool. The main part looks cool. The outfield seats also look cool. The field looks nice. And then the outside also looks pretty cool. It is kind of a square, but then when you get to the roof, it does have a very unique design on the roof, which I do really like about it. And then the brick looks good on the square, or not the square part, the rectangle part. So that's number 12. But at number 11, we have Globe Life Field, home of the Rangers. This stadium looks really nice. I think it is a little better than the Houston Astros. The outfield seats are amazing. The main seats have so much unique stuff. I like the window, like the Mariners. Yeah, that's really it for the inside. And then the outside also looks really nice. The roof, like the Astros, looks really good. You have some brick on the bottom, which looks cool. And then it is cool when you see those day games with the roof not on. That looks really nice. So that comes in at number 11. But coming into our top 10, at number 10, we have Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. This stadium looks really good. The outfield seats look really nice. The scoreboard in center field is really good. The main part looks cool. The roof is nice and big for summer games, you know, so you don't get hot. Then the outside is got a nice brick exterior, which looks really nice. And I like the Brave thing in like right field. You can't see it in this picture, but you could see it in the last picture, but I like that. So overall, just a pretty nice stadium. So that's number 10. But coming in at number 9, we have Citizens Bank Park, home of the Phillies. This is a really unique stadium. I love how like all the stands, whenever they get to the end, they have a diagonal like line. It's not just like a straight line, which is really cool. The scoreboard out and left is really nice. I like how obviously the upper deck goes all the way to right field. That's a nice addition. And also the outside looks good. You have a brick exterior, which looks nice. And then not the brick roof. The green roof looks nice. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this, but it is a really nice park. And then you should see some people in center field sitting. So that's number 9. And up next at number 8, we have Coors Field, home to the Rockies. This is really nice. One of my favorite outfield seatings out of all the MLB. Right field looks amazing with those outfield seats. And then at center field, you kind of have that little upper deck, which looks really good. The scoreboard looks nice. It has a little mountain on top of it, which looks cool, which I like. And then the roof, the outside is just really nice. Overall, very solid stadium. I love the green and brick exterior. It looks really nice. So that's a cool part of the stadium. The main level looks really cool. The upper deck is nice and simple, but it looks cool. So that's at number 8. But coming in at number 7, we have Petco Park, home of the Padres. This one looks really nice. I love the big scoreboard in left. You have another scoreboard in right next to the nice right field, outfield seats. They have a really cool little kind of building with like seats. I really like how they put like seats in there. That's a really cool feature. And then obviously the blue or dark blue seats, I don't know if they are, but looking at this picture, it kind of looks like dark blue. Those seats look really good. And they literally have like a building in the stadium, which is something that, the MLB doesn't have, like the Supply Co. dot. That looks really cool, and I like the scoreboard outside, which looks really cool. It's overall just a nice stadium. And up next at number 6, we have Dodger Stadium, home of the Dodgers. This one looks really nice. I love how they have 2 scoreboards in right and left. The lights look really cool behind them. And then the outfield seats are pretty nice, And then the main left seats look really cool. I don't think any other MLB stadium has a variation of color. I think it's like yellow, orange, blue, maybe something like that. There may be another color, but then the outside also looks really cool, and also the background looks cool as well. Whenever you like watch a game on TV and you see those mountains or whatever those are, maybe like I don't really know what those are, but they look cool. But coming in at number 5, we have Oracle Park, home of the Giants. This one looks just really nice. I love the Coca-Cola bottle in left, and then you have a glove in left as well with the outfield seats. You have a nice big scoreboard in center field, which I really like, how it's just nice and big. And then the lake is just amazing. The wall out and right is also great. As you can see, some people boat, and then you have the whenever somebody hits a home run, I think it's at like 100 something, right now they keep track of that, which is really cool. And then the main seating looks really nice. The outside looks great, and overall just a really cool stadium. And up next at number 4, we have PNC Park, home of the Pirates. This one is so cool. I love the lake, and then you have such a cool bridge. Imagine being up to bat and you see a bridge like behind the outfield seats. That's just so cool. I love the scoreboard out and left. The seats in the outfield are really, really cool. The field looks nice. And then the main seating is also great. The roof looks nice. It's kind of small, but it is a roof, at the end of the day. You have a nice little like ramp thing where you can like see the game from there. I'll show like where it is. And then the outside, you can't see it in here, this picture, but the outside looks really cool. So that's number 4. But at number 3, we have Busch Stadium, home to the Cardinals. This one looks so good. What I really like is that the upper deck on both sides goes to left field and right field. It doesn't go that far out, but I like how they both do it. And then the background looks really cool. You have the St. Louis, whatever that is, like the great thing. I don't know what it's called. And then the outfield seats look really nice. The main seats look really cool. I like the lights, how they're nice and big. The gray roof looks really nice. And then the red seats for the Cardinals it just looks super good. And then the scoreboard in center field looks nice. The field looks nice. So that is coming in at number 3. And up next at number 2, we have Wrigley Field, home to the Cubs. This one is just so nice. I love how the fence in the outfield is like those vines. That's just such a cool little detail. And then the outfield seats look really nice. It's a nice old school type of stadium, which is nice. And then the field looks really good. The main seating looks nice. It got a big, nice roof. I really like that roof, how it's nice and big. The scoreboard looks nice. I love the green seats for Wrigley. It just goes in perfect. And then the outside also. The outside looks really good. So that's coming in at number 2. And then our number 1 in the MLB is going to be Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox. This one is just, it's the best MLB stadium by far. The red seats just look amazing. And then the green monster, that is just so cool. And then the outfield seats just got such a unique design. How it kind of like comes into the right field seats. That is super, super cool. The field looks so cool. It's a nice, unique dimension. And then the scoreboard just looks super good, The green roof looks amazing. It goes so well with the red seats. And then the outside, you can't really see it in here, but it's got a nice, really cool brick exterior, which looks really cool. And you kind of like walk on little things. So that is gonna be it for today's video of the MLB rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for content, and I guess bye.